Champions League final preview. It is taking place tomorrow night. And is it going to be destiny for Liverpool? Is it going to be bringing number 7 home for Liverpool? Big ears on its way back to Liverpool. Or will we succumb to the comeback kings of Europe at the moment, which is Real Madrid? Will we fall short? Hopefully, obviously, we genuinely hope that we bring it home. But make no mistake, regardless of what people in the media are saying, whether it's ex-Liverpool players that are now pundits or just other football journalists and stuff like that, just in general, that for some reason seem to be heavily backing Liverpool at the moment, as if Real Madrid are some sort of lower league team or something like that. Make no mistake, we are coming up against a team that we've come up against before and we fell short due to, having Karius in the team and stuff like that as well. This is a team that is used to winning. It's got a lot of winners in that team in multiple competitions. They've won this Champions League a good couple of times, at least, a lot of these players for Real Madrid, with an injection of a couple of youth players as well, younger players as well, that they'll be trying to get over the line and stuff like that as well. We've got to go out there, do our jobs, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can bring number 7 home to Liverpool and we can end the season with 3 trophies out of a possible 4, which would be just an incredible historic season for Liverpool, especially in the modern era as well. Absolutely would be incredible. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What are your thoughts and your comments ahead of this game tomorrow? Because make no mistake, this is such a huge game on so many different levels, especially after last week. Didn't do any videos after last week, like I said I was going to, and I apologise for that. But I'll be honest, last weekend, last Sunday, the last day of the Premier League, and how it all went down, I was very much like, whatever happens, happens. It's out of our hands. We're not, we're most likely not going to win or anything like that, and we'll just take it as it comes. And it really actually affected me a lot more than I thought it did, because there was that obviously glimmer of hope in the Premier League with Aston Villa going 2-0 up against Man City, and you're just thinking, what in the hell? I think we were 1-1 against Wolves at the time. We ended up finishing our game 3-1 with some good goals as well. And then obviously Man City, they came back, and I think it was like maybe 8 minutes or something like that. They scored 3 goals unanswered and went on to win 3-2, and they won the title. And that is just how it fell. I was just, because there was that glimmer of hope and because it got taken away, I was genuinely struggling with a little bit of, not sadness, to be honest. I was actually quite angry. And I don't know why. Anger's not something that really enters my life a great deal. And I don't really know where it came from. And it took a good few days. And I'm talking like maybe till Wednesday, like in this week. So just a couple of days ago, just to sort of like, I could come up for air, and I was just allowing myself to be normal, just like I am now. This isn't a facade in front of the camera. Like, this is genuinely how I feel, like, at the moment, how I normally do. But I didn't want to project anger onto a video, which is why I didn't do one. I know a lot of people like to do maybe like reactionary, angry videos and stuff like that, and they get a lot of engagement, maybe get a lot of likes, a lot of views and stuff like that. I'm not about that. That's not me. And now we look forward to what should be an absolutely fantastic final between 2 teams. And if I look at this objectively, the reason that I worry about Real Madrid is probably numerous. Like, I can't count how many different reasons it might be. I'm not one of those that has like 5 things about this team and stuff like that. It's numerous different things. While I've not really kept my eye on the ball with Real Madrid because of our own campaign this year, there's been a lot of games, 63, 64 games. This might be the 64th game, or whatever, however many it might be. And there's a lot of games that Liverpool have been playing, and I haven't been watching a lot of La Liga, or even just other leagues just in general this year, which is something I normally do. So I haven't really had my my eye on Real Madrid a great deal. But I did manage to see a couple of their Champions League games as well. And their Champions League games were really indicative of what these guys are capable of. So that Real Madrid performance against Manchester City was just, you just didn't see it coming. You really didn't see it coming. When Mahrez, so I think if I remember rightly, let me just have a look here. The first leg, yep, first leg. The first leg finished 4-3. That is right, yeah, 4-3. Man City. So Man City had one goal up, and then Manchester City scored a goal to make it 5-3 on aggregate. Riyad Mahrez, and you're just thinking at the time it was scored, it was maybe like 70 minutes or something like that, whatever it was. And then Real Madrid went and scored 3 goals unanswered, and it was crazy. It was a penalty from Benzema that finished it off as well, and it was game over. Manchester City were knocked out. I think previous to that one as well, they'd had Real Madrid with 3-1 up against Chelsea. Chelsea were trying to come back against them. They scored 3 goals in that next game as well, but Real Madrid edged it out by having just a better aggregate goal score as well. Real Madrid don't lie down. Like, they're not a team that I picture at the moment. They're not a team that, if they do go a goal down, 2 goals down, even 3 goals down, or whatever, they're not just going to lie down and just be like, all right, this is it, we've lost. They will keep trying. They'll keep trying different things, maybe change formations, changing the players, changing the personnel, trying to up the intensity or whatever it might be, and they'll do something just to try and turn the screw against the team that they're coming up against. And that's really, it's a quality that isn't in a lot of teams. Like, I would like to say that we have it, Liverpool have it, and that is a testament to how many games we've won, not just this year, but since Jurgen Klopp took over, but also how many games we've lost, which have actually been quite minimal, if anything, across all competitions. It's very, very minimal losses. So, I'd say you're going to get 2 teams that are coming up against each other that are resilient. They have good footballing quality. It's just with Real Madrid, if I was going to say Real Madrid have anything over Liverpool, it would be that experience. And we'll reel off some names that are in the predicted lineup this is on SofaScore. So you're looking at players like Danny Carvajal, Casemiro, Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, Karim Benzema. Even if Alaba plays, David Alaba. Obviously, his experience is mainly with Bayern Munich, but still, that's still top level experience of winning. They are serial winners. Real Madrid like to be serial winners. It is what it is with these guys. They've got a lot of different players that they can sort of bring in now that, gone is the era of like having Sergio Ramos, and in their place now you've got someone like Eder Militao. Normally you would have Marcelo left back. These days it could be Marcelo or it could be Ferland Mendy. You've got Vinicius Junior, who that's going to be the key battle on that left-hand side of Real Madrid, but the right-hand side for Liverpool with Trent Alexander-Arnold, Salah, and whoever plays in that midfield position on that right-hand side of midfield, it's going to be really, really key to slowing down Real Madrid's attacks, because what they have in all of those players, especially their midfield, when we go back to that midfield of Kroos, Casemiro, Modric, what you've got there in all of those players, even though they're different to each other, they are fantastic passers. There's no doubt about this. They're absolutely fantastic passers, and they will try and probe and find a way through Liverpool. That's just how they'll do it, and they'll do it quickly and incisively as well. Like, they will try and do maybe first time passes, and their first time passing will be quite accurate as well, and that'll be what they'll try and unsettle the Liverpool team in terms of because they will be obviously looking to exploit what a lot of people do, which is our high line, and getting in behind the likes of a Virgil van Dijk, whether it's Konate, Matip. I'm leaning on the side of Konate, but I will go through that in a little bit. They're going to be looking for that, and those quick key passes and runs that they'll be making either on the left-hand side, the right-hand side, or even through the middle, that's what they're going to be looking to do, in my opinion, anyway, and that'll be their most effective way of getting at us, because it could unsettle us, it could disjoint us a little bit with players maybe getting out of position, or however that might happen. The thing that you've got with Liverpool, and we've just received like some good boosts. We've got some good boosts in terms of fitness. Obviously, I think we've got Virgil van Dijk is definitely going to be back playing. He said he's fine, he's 100%. Salah played against, he came on in the second half against Wolves in the Premier League, scored a goal. Looks like he's definitely going to be ready as well. Fabinho has been training, and obviously, of course, another key man, Thiago, has been training as well. So whether he's fit enough to start, hopefully, I think fingers crossed that he will be, because I think we're going to need someone like Thiago to combat that Real Madrid midfield in terms of getting those passes that nobody else can do. Maybe Trent can do it from right back and cutting in through the midfield, but Thiago and his passing is going to be absolutely, and the way he can hold up the ball as well under pressure, work in those tight spaces against that Real Madrid team is going to be so key for us in terms of progressing the ball forward, but also retaining the ball or getting the ball back if we face a counter-attack from Real Madrid, or if they decide to try and out-possession us in terms of trying to get that ball back. He'll be key to us pressing along with like someone like the lighthouse in Fabinho. It's all about who is going to be that third man in midfield, and there's so many different options, different types of players. You could look at, could it be Jordan Henderson? Absolutely, it could be Jordan Henderson. You know, he's Liverpool captain. He's taken us to so many different trophy wins. Or whether he's started the games or he's come off the bench, whichever one it might be. Then you've got someone like a James Milner, who is, again, a similar sort of player to Jordan Henderson in some aspects. He's got that leadership as well. And then you've got someone like a Naby Keita, who people will probably say is more in the mould of a Thiago in terms of progressing the ball forward. I don't know currently. I'm going to try and work it out during this video. I don't know currently who I'd be going for as my third man in midfield. But it's great for us that it looks like we've got pretty much a full strength, everybody ready and raring to go for this final, which is really, really key, because I was genuinely really worried that we were going to be coming into this final with someone like Fabinho not being available, Thiago not available, Virgil van Dijk not available, Salah not available. And at the moment, it genuinely, until we see the team sheet tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, whenever that comes out, around that sort of time, because the kickoff's at 8, until we see the team lineup, we're not going to know who's fit and ready to play from the start. You know, it is what it is. Obviously, they're going to play their cards close to their chest, and why not? Why wouldn't they? Let's go through the team that I would want to actually play. Alisson in goal has to be. Got the Golden Glove along with his national teammate Ederson as well. 20 clean sheets in the Premier League, which is incredible. 38 games, 20 clean sheets. Unreal. Fantastic goalkeeper, just incredible, and key to us winning the FA Cup as well. Just key to so many different things for us. Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back has to be. Absolutely has to be. No doubt about it. I don't care about people questioning his defensive capabilities. He has come on leaps and bounds in his defensive work while retaining the ability to attack and provide and create as well. No, it's an absolute... He is an absolute shoe-in for me. It'll be Robertson on the left-hand side, Virgil van Dijk as centre-back on the left-hand side as well. And for me, I think it will be Konate. I think they'll go for Konate purely for... He's got better recovery pace than Joel Matip, and it depends actually. I'm going for Konate. I could see why they would go for Joel Matip as well. I don't think Joe Gomez is in contention. He's not played enough this season to have match rhythm and stuff like that as well. I think it'll be Virgil van Dijk and Konate at centre back. Let me know what you think of that in the comments below as well. Moving into midfield, I think it's going to be Fabinho, Thiago. And then I'm going for Jordan Henderson. Not for romantic sort of things or anything like that. I want my captain on the pitch. That's what I want. And he's still providing quality performances as well. So he warrants the starting position as well. All of them do, to be fair. Like whether it's a Naby Keita, if it's a James Milner, if it's a Jordan Henderson, whoever else it might be, they all warrant a starting position, but there's only so many places in a team, and for me, I'm going for Jordan Henderson. And then in the front line, I see no reason why we don't go with a Luis Diaz, Sadio Mane, and Salah front line. There's no reason why we don't go for that. We have to go for that. Salah scoring in the last game of the season in the Premier League as well could be really key for his confidence as well. He wants this game back. Obviously, we know what happened in Kiev when we came up against Real Madrid last time, and Sergio Ramos and everything that happened there, the injury that forced him off. The great thing, and it's not in the back of my mind, obviously genuinely hope nothing like that happens to us again, but it's a great thing where we could look at this lineup now, and this is no offense to the player, but when Salah had to go off, and I think we replaced him with Adam Lallana, which is just not the same quality, not the same level of player as Salah. If something like that happens in the front line, then we can lean on the likes of having a Diogo Jota on the bench, or even a Minamino, who people sometimes might laugh, but that man is absolutely key to us getting anywhere in our domestic cup competitions. He's absolutely key. So, we've got different levels of options there as well if something does happen, which is great. That shows our depth that we've developed over the years as well. With the lineup that I've just gone through there, for me, there's no reason why we won't be competitive in this game. We're going to be coming up against a very experienced and a very used to winning Real Madrid team, historically as well. Maybe not just this team, but historically. They're the 13-time champions of the Champions League, far and away more than anybody else. I think the only one close to them is AC Milan that have 7. Could be wrong on that one. I'm not entirely. I'm forgetting my history a little bit. And then we have 6 as well. We'd love it to be us that we bring home number 7, but there's no doubt in how difficult this is going to be. They are La Liga winners. Obviously, Barcelona dropped off this year until they picked up a lot under Xavi. They've lost their key talisman in Messi as well, and doesn't look like he's going to be going back. So they ran away with La Liga a little bit. Well, quite a bit, to be fair. I can't remember what the margin was in terms of points. But regardless, we can take this game to Real Madrid. What we have to avoid is what we've been doing in Premier League games recently. And it has been a bit of a pattern where first 5 or 10 minutes, we go a goal down. We cannot do that against a team of Real Madrid's quality. We just can't. Because I don't see them as a team that if they go 1-0 down, that they'll shut up shop. They'll keep trying. And they'll keep trying to probe on weaknesses, on nerves, or anything like that. Any negative things that might be happening in the minds of the players. If you go a 1-0 down Champions League final, like quite early on, man, it's a shock to the system. The other side of that I imagine Klopp would look at would be, okay, we've gone a goal down 1-0 down early on. We have many more minutes to come back into the game. That is a quality that we do seem to have. If we are going 1-0 down, we come back and we make it 1-1 as soon as we can. Whether it takes 5 minutes or it takes 20 minutes, we tend to remain competitive. And with the team that we've got, and the team lineup I even talked about there, or whoever plays in the final, we have absolutely got ample opportunities to go out there and beat this Real Madrid team. We will have to work for it. We will have to be 100% in all departments for quality, chances created, defensive positions. It's going to have to be a case of shots on target happening a lot. Can't keep having having like 19 shots in a game and you only have 5 on target. They have an absolute monster in goal, 6'6" or 6'7", Thibaut Courtois. It's not going to be the easiest to get, the ball past him, is what I'm saying basically. I think if Liverpool take their chances and we play how we do when we're at our best, we can beat Real Madrid. But I don't believe that we will blitz Real Madrid like I've seen. I think is it Jamie Redknapp has said. Saying that Liverpool can. I think it was Michael Owen. Michael Owen said that Liverpool could blitz Real Madrid in the first half, and it's really, I don't like statements like that from people that used to play for Liverpool. Carragher turning around saying that Real Madrid aren't even on the level of a Chelsea or something like that, and it's like these are teams that Real Madrid, like saying they weren't on the level of a Chelsea or a Man City, and yet these are teams that Real Madrid knocked out, and saying that Real Madrid have rode their luck. I don't believe in luck. I believe that you create your own luck through hard work and determination and quality. So and they've had a much tougher running in the Champions League than we have. Make no mistake. I mean, we were playing Villarreal in the semi-final, and they were playing Manchester City. Like, the difference in quality right there is just, you can't even put it. You couldn't put it on a scale properly. So they've had a much tougher running in the Champions League, and they've managed to get to the final with someone like, people say they've got an aging squad, but they're performing. That's the difference. They are performing. Karim Benzema, scored 28, 27 goals or something like all season. I don't know what his Champions League goals are, but I think he's one of the highest rated players in it. Like, it's going to be up in the air. Whoever wins this final, these are two top quality teams historically, and even right now in the modern day. So we have to try and enjoy it, even though the heart rate's going to be going like this. It just is. It is what it is, isn't it? But we just have to try and enjoy it. And if we come out as the winners, great, we deserve to win it. And if we come out the other side as losers, they will have deserved to win it as well. So fingers crossed we can go out there, get the win, which I believe that we can do. I genuinely believe that we can do it. I really do. I'm behind this team, behind the players, behind Klopp. Not, summer transfer stuff and all that sort of stuff, that can wait. That can wait until next week. But for now, I think we can do it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. In terms of a score prediction, I'm going to go 3-2 Liverpool. Let me know what you think in the comments below anyway, because I do think it's going to be a very, very high-octane game. Let me know what you think in the comments below anyway. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do hit that subscription. Hit that like button and subscribe if you're new, if you feel like it. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy yourselves, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you later.